Alrighty then, folks. Hello there, and welcome to welcome to a new game. Welcome to a new game that I felt like playing for some reason, and somebody else wanted me to play, so I figured why not. Anyway, welcome to Gundam Side Story 0079, Rise from the Ashes. Otherwise known as Ashes, because that's way too hard to pronounce. So, this is one of the few Gundam games, I think the only Gundam game made for the Dreamcast. It was released in Japan in 1999, in America in 2000. This is in fact the English version. This is also one of the most accurate Gundam games ever, because they apparently ripped apart a technical manual and made a game out of it. Yeah, you just gotta see it. It's a first-person combat game. It's odd. Also, explosives for the win. But anyway, I actually tried to record this for the first time on the Dreamcast, and that didn't turn out very well because the upscaling on the Dreamcast isn't very good, and then my Elgato decided to upscale that even more, and it turned into liquid bullshit. So now we're here. This is using Null DC, which is the Dreamcast emulator. I'm using the most recent release, which is 1.4, I think? Maybe 1.5? I have the window turned off because I'm recording. But yeah, so I'm using the most recent release of Null DC. I could record this on my Dreamcast. I bought one for it, but as it turns into liquid garbage, I decided to just do this. I've only found 4 real graphical issues so far, any real big ones anyway. Besides this screen, the minimap, and a couple of semi-transparent things on the main HUD kind of mess up, but besides that, it's pretty well organized. But anyway, this is a first-person combat game based in Australia where you don't fight Gundams. The scariest thing in this game is Gelgoog, and they only have one of them. And a couple of other things. I haven't played this game. I watched a Let's Play of it in, I think, 2011. But, like, I watched, like, 4 of them, and they all were doing New Game Plus, which basically allows you to unlock all the nice weapons in the very beginning of the game. I always felt that really wasn't Let's Play-ish. So, I'm doing this from exactly the beginning. I've never played this before. Well, I have played the first level a couple of times now, because I tried to record it on the Dreamcast, as previously mentioned. So I'm okay in the first level, but besides that, I don't really know much. So, let us begin. This is also the voice acting's not bad, which is really weird, because this game's way older than Crossfire. Like, it's actually pretty good, except for, again, they don't know how to use proper verbs. And, yeah, this first episode's gonna be very expedition heavy, because like, they just introduce you to a lot of stuff, so I'm gonna go fuck off for about 15 minutes, then I'll be back. So, let us enjoy this.
White Dingoes, you have an emergency mission. As I'm sure you know, the revised counterattack plan against the Zeon forces we've decided on consists of a simultaneous attack on the Darwin region in the north, the city of Adelaide in the south, and Alice Springs in the central region. The invasion of Alice Springs in the central region is what we're calling the signal to begin the operation. Our aim is to not only cut the enemy's rail lines, but to also deliver a decisive blow and weaken the strength of all their forces around the world. Currently, our primary corps, better known as Red Possum, is doing its utmost to engage them. However, a problem has recently cropped up in Rainbow Valley. Our reconnaissance forces have confirmed that the enemy's defense line has more anti-air and ground emplacements than we had first anticipated. Unfortunately, it looks like the enemy somehow found out how we'd begin our counterattack. For the rest of the operation to work, we must avoid exhausting all of Red Possum's strength here. However, their advance mustn't be slowed either. That's why we're going to insert you White Dingoes into Rainbow Valley by air. Your presence is essential if we're going to stand a fighting chance against these fearless marauders. Your top priority is to neutralize those enemy ground and anti-air emplacements. Make sure Red Possum's advance is swift and successful. Due to the mission's timing, a tank battalion headed toward the front will arrive in the battle zone during your mission. We've been waiting for this opportunity for too long now. The future of the Federation is in your hands. You people are the best ones for this job. I expect to see you complete it quickly and decisively.
We're about to move out. Get a final. Before we do, let's get a final confirmation on our mission code names for everyone. Lieutenant Rayner, the mobile suit you're in is designated Fang 1. Leon's unit is Fang 2. Mike's unit is Fang 3. My hover truck has been designated as Oasis. Please remember that.
Fang 2, Leon. Roger that.
Fang 3, Mike here, Roger. So then, Anita's codename is gonna be Oasis. Kinda ironic, isn't it?
Hey, wait! What's that supposed to mean?
Hey, just kidding. It's a very appropriate name for our dear Anita. The lovely flower of the battlefield.
You better watch your back out on that battlefield.
I'm so scared.
Would you guys please knock it off with all that chatter? Lieutenant, can't you say something to them?
Yeah, so now that the sexual harassment's over. Oh, and by the way, they call us Rayner, or Rayner, or some weird shit like that. We're Rayner, the blonde dude who doesn't really do much. I think we're still Master Sergeant too. So if I click any of these, though, well, if I click this one, the next cutscenes will start popping up. This one is mail. Basically, every mission or two we get mail. And then there's options, which is exciting. This is also where you save. So that's cool. But anyway, so what was I going to say? Oh yeah, these are those guys from Gairen's Greed, Rayner, who I always make fun of. Then there's Michael, who's the Fang 2, and then the other dude who's Fang 3. They're a little bit different in this one, but in the Japanese version, they're all kind of sissies, and it's kind of annoying. So I always make fun of them. But yeah, he apparently gets really philosophical in this, and I think he's voiced by Troy Baker, which is funny. But we're gonna click on this, and then this is the customization menu for the GM. Basically, what we're gonna do is the machine gun in this game is a Nerf gun in mobile suit size. Like, it's legitimately crap, and we'll be using the bazooka all the time. But for this first mission, I want to pick up the machine gun just in case, so you guys can see it. And then there's two sets of shields we can start out with: the claw shield or the full shield, the full GM shield. We're gonna take the full shield. They don't affect the game at all, but like having the full shield is just so much better because the claw shield is pretty shit. But there's gonna be a really long cutscene after this, and then he talks all the time, so I'm just gonna kind of not talk for a little while.
Hey there, Lieutenant Rayner. It's almost time to go. I'm here trying to get the mobile suit ready to move out for the operations. So if you got any suggestions, just let me know, all right?
Oh, okay, that wasn't nearly as much as I thought it was. But yeah, so basically this is our initial setup. We have the machine gun and the claw shield, complete shit, both of them. This Fang 2, he has a rocket launcher and a shield. It says rocket launcher and then they'll call it a bazooka. It's really different. And there's a machine gun and a shield, so this game also has nothing to do, like, you don't get to use Xeon at all in this game. So it's only the Federation. But yeah, it's about to get more exposition-y.
RGM-79GM. This is the Federal Force's first mass production mobile suit that's fully equipped. It's not as good as the original RX-78 Gundam model, but works better as a multi-role unit. I think it's a lot more capable than the enemy's outdated Zaku suits. GM cannon. It has a cannon gun mounted on its right shoulder, intended as a medium-range support mobile suit. It has thicker armor at many points than most GMs, but be aware that that'll cost you some mobility. Better carefully consider what kind of mission you've got before you choose this one.
Thing's actually pretty good against Scouts later on in the game, apparently. I don't know, I have no experience with that, but yeah, you get a shoulder-mounted missile launcher, but you're slower. Or, I guess it's considered a missile launcher in this one, but I think it's supposed to be laser. But you shoot at missiles, so it's a missile launcher. But we're gonna choose the standard GM.
Okay, how do you want it equipped? This is the basic weapon for land war use. One shot doesn't pack much of a punch, but it's effective at full auto, and you get plenty of ammo. If you don't know what to pick, this is the safest choice.
No, it isn't. this is a fucking Nerf gun. And I will make fun of the sound effect all the time. It literally sounds like a Nerf gun.
The main appeal of this thing is the blast effect and explosive damage it inflicts with a direct hit. However, the damage it can cause to things around it can make it hard to use. Choose this only if the mission demands it.
We will be using this literally all the time. It is so much better. But for now, we're picking that.
So you take... Okay, how about a shield? When involved in a ground battle, go with a small shield. It's not as durable and doesn't give as much overall coverage as a large shield, but it's perfect for close-in combat.
It makes you do extra damage, and when you hit people, it does more damage. But it really doesn't do anything. Like, I've never found a reason to use this thing.
The standard issue Federal Forces shield. Very durable, and it provides excellent coverage.
And then there's the normal GM shield, which, one of the other things I like about in this game, you don't paint everything red for no good reason. Like, you make it look like the area around you. Though I think we keep this, like, dull gray color most of the game, but I think that's because they didn't want to reskin units. Resketch.
Lieutenant Rayner, is this the unit and the equipment you want?
I think we're going to leave him with the machine gun for now, but we really should give him a rocket launcher. It'll make him a lot more effective. But yeah, we're...
Right. Now that you've finished equipping your suit, you're all ready to get out there and face your next sortie.
Yeah, so we're...
See you, Lieutenant Rayner.
God damn it.
My fingers crossed for you.
Yeah, they call you Rayer. It's Rayner. But yeah, so we're actually ready to start. There'll be another cutscene after this, and then I'll actually start explaining stuff.
Hey there, White Dingoes. We're at the drop point now. All set? Hatch open. Good luck, guys.
All units confirmed down. No problems. Minovsky particle output at combat density. I'm not picking up any large-scale movement in the enemy area. It seems like we may have caught them off guard. A meteor shower. Remnants of the colony drop.
Maybe they're the souls of all those that were killed in the drop, drawn back by the Earth's gravity. Wow, what an incredible sight to behold.
Mike, you sound like a poet.
Don't make fun of what I said. I'm totally serious. This land here is charged with the power of hatred for the Zeon. I can feel it in my bones, too.
The power from the dead, is that what you're talking about? You mean the Zeon woke up a sleeping lion, don't you? Except we're dingoes, not lions. Dingoes are dogs. Don't you remember? Lieutenant, let's get started immediately.
Yeah, I'll show those Zeeks just how much power I got.
Bang 3. Enthusiasm's good, but don't let it get in the way of teamwork. Bang 1. I'll be waiting for your instructions.
Dingoes are dogs, damn it. We like extending metaphors more than they need to be. So anyway, this is the game. So when I said there was a couple of minor issues, if you notice the radar, it doesn't like being transparent, and then the two things on the left and right are also messed up. The rest works just fine. Oh. Okay, it apparently cuts off some of the side, but the side's not really useful, so I don't really care. And it might just be the version of the game I got. I have the newest version, the one that was released in 2001. Because they did a double print of this, apparently, and they changed the things in between the two. But anyway. Oh, and I have to say, freaking Sega encrypted their discs. It's bullshit. So, the AI will literally just stand around if you don't tell them anything to do. You also, completely unrelated, you can only swivel 180 degrees in this. Actually, more like 90 degrees. Yeah, you actually have to move around to turn. So it's really cool. I like that about it. Also, you get really fucked in Melee if we ever have to do it. But see this town over here? If we destroy it, at the end of the game, they'll hate us. But yeah. well, any destroying anything. But yeah, the AI just kind of stands around, despite what you do if you don't give them orders. So what you have to do is you have to go here, then you have to go to command, and tell them to do stuff. So I already know where the enemy are. They have about 2 Zakus up here, and then 1 spawns over here and attacks Oasis, because she goes and fucks off in the middle of nowhere to go, like, get intel or something. So what we're going to do is we're going to tell them to move up, but we're going to tell them to avoid the town, because I don't want them to destroy shit. Hopefully they won't destroy street lamps, because they also hate you if you knock down street lamps. But it affects our score near the end of the game, so we want to improve that. So yeah, first we want to do is that, then that, then that. That's a building right there, so we kind of have to avoid it. And if I remember correct... Oh, you can only tell them to do 3 things, apparently. My bad. If I remember correctly, you have a bazooka, so we want you on long range. And then Fang 3, who has a machine gun, but a cannon. We want to have you move all the way forward here, and here, then here. And we'll tell them to do something when we actually engage the enemy. And then with Oasis, who's our hover truck, this is like sonar search or something. It's like Minovsky particle search or some shit like that. They say sonar, though. We want to use this. You basically always have the AI doing this all of the time, because it tells you where the enemy is. Even if she gets killed, we'll still get to see where the enemy is. It's really goddamn useful. Also, I need to memorize this. I keep forgetting to do it, but squares are ground units, circles are mobile suits, squares are objects, and then special units, and triangles are planes. And yes, fighting planes in this one's really ridiculous. That's one of the few things a machine gun's actually good for. Oh, and on the left is our boost, and then on the right is our HP. It gets cut off a little bit, but it's supposed to do that. Yeah, see, there's this little town there. We could walk over them and kill them all if we wanted, but we're not going to. And that's a Zaku. Listen to the sound effect. It's literally a Nerf gun. Damn it. Don't walk in my way, you stupid GM. I think we have unlimited ammo for the machine gun, but all our other weapons have limited ammo. I think the machine gun also, or the bazooka also has unlimited ammo. Okay, so now that we actually engage them... Oops, we don't want Oasis. We want you. We want you to attack this one. Fang 3, we want you to attack this one. The AI will actually kill people in this game. It's impressive as fuck. Especially since Crossfire, where they won't kill anyone even if you pay them. But we want the AI to distract them. Oh yeah, and we don't want to do melee. Melee will fuck you over. Damn it, I missed it. Tried killing that Magellan before it got away. Those things are kind of a bitch to fight. There you go. Where did you go? Saw you move past me. We have grenades, which we could use, but we're saving those for the next guy. Yeah, so this is melee. Melee is really bad. But yeah, you literally have one animation for a swipe. And that's how the gun, or that's how a GM's supposed to work. And you can also ram people with your shield.
I've made contact with a civilian resistance group codenamed Wombat. They've given me some intelligence. I'll brief you on it after this battle has been won.
He keeps trying to charge me and I'm charging him, so it kind of works out.
Phase 1, don't get so far ahead of us.
Hey.
This is Oasis. Our federal ground forces are almost in the area.
Oh, and I should mention this. This is still UN Spacey territory. So they call them the federal troops when... Yeah, for whatever reason they call them federal troops. But it's still UN Spacey territory. Ah, there you go. Yeah, so we're basically fucked. You don't want to get into melee in this. Alright, so... Fang 2. We want you to go attack these guys. Fang 3. If you remember, we had some guys over here. So we'll have them go over there. And a Zaku will spawn eventually too.
This is Oasis. We are engaging the enemy.
God damn it, Oasis, are you serious? Okay, if it's just planes, I'm fine. I don't care. Yeah, it's just planes. The triangles are planes, the squares are ground defenses. Oh, if I haven't mentioned this already, I'm using an Xbox controller instead of a Dreamcast one, because I didn't have a USB Dreamcast controller. So a lot of the controls are kind of random. And it's kind of annoying. But I'm getting used to it. Since I plan on finishing this in a session or two, I don't think I'll actually buy a Dreamcast controller. From what I'm told, this game isn't very long. I don't know how long it is, but not very long. Okay. We don't actually have to fight the Dops. Some tin cods will come and fight them, but we have to take out the anti-air guns first. Nope, you. Let's see. Square is... Whoops. That one. Square is a special unit. Okay. So there's one more anti-air gun in front of me, and these guys need to go kill that one.
Fang 3, roger that.
Oh, there you are. Oh, no, it's a Magellan.
This is Owen. Enemy reinforcements have appeared. Our ground
Yeah.
forces are in danger. Please intercept them at once.
Let's see. Fang 3, we want you to attack it. A random Zaku spawns. But what you do is you just tell your allies to do it for you. And then, after a little while, I'll go throw grenades at it. And this is head Vulcans, by the way. We have a machine gun, head Vulcans, and grenades. We only have a couple of grenades. I think it's like 8 or 6. I don't remember. But we're letting the AI fight him first because I'll die because I only have 200 HP left. Unless I, like, cheese the shit out of him. Which sometimes you have to do, especially with units later on in the game. I missed that one badly. Shit. Okay, apparently you can run out of ammo. I'm just an idiot.
Lieutenant, Allied forces have just been detected entering the battle zone.
Come on, where are my allies? Not here yet. Alright then. That's gonna be interesting. Run away! Yeah, because I'm out of ammo everywhere. So I probably should have conserved some of that. Maybe those are ammo gauges. Might have been more useful to know. But I did not know. So you're attacking there, and Fang 2, you're attacking there. And I need to turn my ass around and go. Yeah. Don't worry, when we have the bazooka, this will be a lot easier. Just for now, it kind of sucks. Alright then. Never mind, that works. We have ammo again.
Fang 2, what's wrong? This isn't like you.
I just looked away for a second.
Bingo! Fang 3, enemy mobile suit destroyed.
This is Fang 3. I did it. Target destroyed.
Lieutenant, the enemy's been completely destroyed. Looks like we won.
This mission turned out to be a piece of cake for guys as good as us.
There were too few of them for a properly deployed defense line. Something's fishy.
What do you mean, Leon? This was all some big feint on the enemy's part? I think you're overthinking things.
I feel bad for these infantrymen Because they're literally running on foot towards an enemy that they actually have to attack. Like, they really should be in trucks or something. This isn't like World War I. These guys are going to be exhausted by the time they get there, and they're going to be terrible at actually fighting. Yeah, so that was that first level. Yeah, so if you like the video, you should like. There'll be 2 cutscenes and then the end of the video.
Good job on the last mission. White Dingo should be proud. Sorry, it's a little soon, but here's your next one. The White Dingoes will now commence entering the occupied city of Alice Springs as reconnaissance for the main Red Possum force. You will then initiate attack on the enemy troops. When you do, your top priority will be to destroy the pillbox clusters in the hills to the north and south of the city, which are the biggest obstacles that the main force will face when entering there. Since this city is located in the central region of the continent, it was fortunately protected from the worst of the colony drop disaster. Meaning there are many civilians still there. Take the utmost care and precaution while in the area so as not to endanger them. This especially applies to the water tanks, which are the lifelines for the city and the surrounding area. If they're destroyed, even if we manage to take the city from the Zeon, it'll make supporting it afterwards very difficult. Exercise extreme caution on this one. I wish you all the best of luck in this battle.
Captain, I have some intel for you. According to the information I got from the Wombat Resistance Group that we encountered on our last mission, Zeon transport trains will move through Alice Springs within the next few days. They don't have any details as of yet, but there's a distinct possibility that they're transporting something very important.
There is a chance that we may run into one of these trains during the battle. I wonder what they've got inside them.
Rumor has it that as the Zeon forces began to show signs of defeat, they started loading up their resources and are secretly transporting them somewhere out into space. These shipments may be part of that plan if my sources are not mistaken. They may even be carrying some sort of vital resource for all we know. Lieutenant, I think we should consider stopping those trains that we happen to run across if we're going to see this through. Don't you think so?
Well, we can cross that bridge when we get to it. After all, the trains may not even show up during our mission.
You really are irresponsible, aren't you? However, there's still the possibility that those trains won't even show up. So why don't we stick to headquarters' original plan and concentrate our efforts on destroying those pillboxes and breaking through?